Good, happy Wednesday morning, March 2nd, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Wednesday morning edition of your news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Let's get started right now. First up, Wednesday marks 2 years since first COVID-19 case reported in New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
March 2nd, 2020, New Hampshire saw its first case of COVID-19. Patient 0, an employee of Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical Center in Lebanon. A week later, the state was on lockdown, businesses closed, and schools moved remote. It was hard to understand at the time.
There were a tremendous amount of unknowns.
Heidi Kuckle, an ICU nurse at the Elliott Hospital in Manchester, was the first Granite Stater to receive the vaccine. She says she wouldn't hesitate to do it again.
Any long-term effect or any short-term side effect is better than the pain, suffering, fear, and isolation experienced by our critically ill COVID patients.
Kuckla says the vaccines likely eased the burden of COVID-19 on the state. Since 2020, there have been more than 298,000 cases. That's nearly 22% of the entire population of New Hampshire. Nearly 2,400 Granite Staters have died. The second year of the pandemic saw the most infections, 223,000 or 75% of all cases, while the first year saw more deaths, more than 1,200 or 52% of all deaths. And as we navigate our way out of another surge, local hospitals remain hopeful for the future.
I don't know what the summer and the fall is going to bring. I'm hoping it's not like it was this winter, so we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Our staff is still incredibly tired. They will need months to recover from this, but there is a sense of hope.
And while we are experiencing somewhat of a relief, doctors say COVID-19 could be something that we have to learn to live with. That means on again, off again mitigation measures. Reporting live in Manchester, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Hi, it's me, Trixie Mattel, and I'm...
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. MLB cancels first 2 regular season series due to labor disruption. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
This revolutionary new device can remove up to 10 times more earwax than a traditional cotton swab.
Seats will be empty on what's supposed to be Major League Baseball opening day. The first 2 series of the season are canceled after the players rejected what the league called its best and final offer.
They are focused on improving the rights and benefits for today's generation of player and for the generations to come.
The tough thing about this process is it takes both parties to make an agreement. I'm really disappointed that we didn't make an agreement.
Today was the 9th straight day of negotiations between the 2 sides. It's the first time in 27 years that games are scrapped over a labor dispute.
It does seem like they're pretty far off in getting a deal done.
Michael McCann is the Sports and Entertainment Law Director at UNH School of Law.
They're arguing over their luxury tax, which is sort of their version of a salary cap. They're arguing over minimum salaries, over revenue sharing implications, arbitration issues. There's just a lot of stuff on the plate.
And he says the longer this drags on, the more games will be canceled, the more fans baseball could lose, as was the case during the 1990s lockout.
They'll eventually come up with some compromise, and we'll all say, why didn't they come up with this before? Really, I mean, this is how these things always end. I don't want to speculate as to how long it will be because I honestly don't know, but I can say that it doesn't look good right now.
McCann says the team owners will have more financial leverage to wait this out. MLB's commissioner says the players won't be paid for missed games. Reporting live, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Manchester man arrested after road rage incident involving a threat with a gun. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Also in Manchester, one man is facing charges after police say he threatened another driver with a gun. Police say it happened yesterday morning near Wellington Road and Bridge Street. The caller told police that 23-year-old Logan Pacquiao drove up next to her vehicle, flashed a gun through the window. That's when Pacquiao allegedly took off. He was caught and has been charged now with criminal threatening.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Tamworth sign stolen. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
An unwelcome crime in Tamworth. Somebody stole the town's beloved welcome sign. Police posted these pictures on Facebook today. The sign that typically welcomes drivers on the Route 25 Ossipee Town line was swiped right off of its posts. Anyone with information should call police.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.